Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So I've been doing a lot of testing, a lot of grinding with the easy ATURs. Now, for top 10 LRs, which is essentially top 10 units in the game, most TURs can't really compete super hard with like the best of the best LRs. Like Tech Vegeta can really deep into a fight. Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku can at the start of the fight. All right, but right now there's a huge chasm gap between LRs and TUR characters. This extends to Easy A's as well. Like LR Turles is a great, phenomenal EZA, very effective, whereas Int Broly is just like a very mediocre or bad EZA, however you want to say it. Now, content has gotten quite a bit tougher recently with the Goku and Frieza fight, the Bulma fight, the Mai fight, the exciting heroine battle. People are desperate to just say that those don't count. They're just gimmick fights. They're bullshit. It's just a make-believe La La Land. But make-believe La La Land is going to be coming very soon to regular Supreme Battle Spectacle and Red Zone and, memorable battles and whatever, I promise you. So it's like, don't just look at those, exciting heroine battles and go, oh, that's just bullshit. It's not even the real game. It is. So, I have done quite a bit of changes here. Huge changes to this list. Let's just jump in. I think some of these characters I don't need to spend too much time discussing, such as Super Easy Physical Goku Black. He was a lot better when he first came out. We've had a huge increase in the difficulty of fights since this guy came out. Just flat out, here, let's go Super Easy. Just flat out, this guy is killed by one thing and one thing only, and that's this. You can't take hit, I don't know. This guy is barely runnable in my experience. I mean, if you get really good RNG with a huge amount of orbs, and then, dude, it's rough. This guy gets hit hard in these fights. It's like, I like his support and stuff like that, but he just gets hit way too hard. That's about it. This is, having to get hit to build up is just the worst. Now, this is where we grab the next two characters. So next we'd have Imp Broly and Kid Buu. I feel like I want to do Broly at 9 and Kid Buu at 8, but man, I really want to put Broly above Kid Buu. I think I'm going to. Let's just talk this over. So Broly is very effective against the Goku as like a slot 3 or a slot 2 character, right? But he's not really like super moving the needle. He's just an extra kind of like add-on addition to LR Tech Broly's movie bosses team. We'll see if like some of these other teams he's on become legitimate or not. We'll see if there's Super EZA. Is there going to be a new start of turn legendary Super Saiyan Broly to replace this guy? Like, what exactly is going to happen? I don't know. I'm not certain like what we can expect to see moving forward in terms of teams. But this guy he's a good option against Goku's. He's a okay option against Pure Saiyan, Hybrid Saiyan, or Movie Hero. If you've got neither of these or Goku, I would recommend just don't even really run him. Right? It's like you're if you have the characters, it's between this guy and Hirudegarn and Broly, Chai, and Lemo. Those are kind of like the bottom tier options for movie. Well, I don't want to say bottom tier, but like those are like the last couple of legitimate options on the team. If you're fighting a Goku that's also a Pure Saiyan, Hybrid Saiyan, a Movie Hero, and I have to specify that because like the Goku and Frieza boss activates this, but does not activate this, right? If you have both conditions up, he's very effective. In the hardest fight in the game, he does get crushed. By 17 and Golden Frieza, the most difficult phase in the game, in my opinion. The phase that has killed me more often. It really is just like Red Zone Broly, where, like, AGL Broly at the end of the Red Zone Broly was the hardest phase, but the phase that was the gatekeeper and gave you most game overs was the AoE Super. It's literally the same thing with 17 and Golden Frieza and Goku and Frieza. Like, you have to respect the final phase, but it's that gatekeeping third phase that hands the most losses. I think throughout my time as, like, a Dokkan player or whatever, The two most difficult bosses ever are, Red Zone Broly, AoE Broly, and 17 and Golden Frieza. Those are the two nastiest that kill me with ease, nonstop all the time. This guy gets crushed by that phase. Kid Buu, I don't know. It's like, if you get the hits on him and you build up his damage reduction, like, he's pretty damn good. And he gives massive support. He heals. I think the thing with him, and then the next character here, quite a tumble for Exchange Buu, but it's just, the Buu Saga and Majin Power teams have crumbled a little bit under these new fights. Regardless of anything, there's now several teams way more effective. Buu Saga just flat out does not have one of the best characters in the game in it. It doesn't. Like none of the characters here on Buu Saga I would consider as, one of like the, a top 10 contender even. I don't think so. The only one I guess is like LR Buhan. Maybe STR Super Vegito can be kind of in there, because I do think Super Vegito, funny enough, with the structure of some of these new fights actually does work well for STR Vegito. And of a couple of the top fights, Blue Kaioken Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta, there's a physical phase right away. And then obviously 17 and Golden Frieza I mentioned are a physical boss. That's very good for STR Vegito, who could help you through these very toxic, very difficult phases to beat, right? But Buu Saga needs like a top 2 character dropped into it to be a much more competitive team. So it's like that. I'm comfortable dropping Kid Buu and Exchange Buu, who once were like, like 2 and 3 on this list, just because circumstances change, right? Like teams change, bosses get stronger. I think a very important thing is not to get trapped in the past in a gacha game, which many people suffer from, right? That's why we still see talk about like AJL Blue Vegito every fucking day, right? It's a character who's been dead for 7 months, but like we still talk about him nonstop. There's infinite better options, tons of better teams. It's just no point, like, trapped in the past. I understand not everyone is, like, wailing like crazy to have all new characters, rainbowed and shit like that and stuff like that. Of course. But, things move fast. And Dokkan, as they've released it, more and more busted-ass characters. Look no further than the 2 summonable LRs, who are damn near perfect. They have incredible kits. Goku, Gohan, and Trunks are, like, damn near a minor EZA for older characters. Like, they release such busted characters. In turn, they release such strong fights. But that accelerates power creep for the rest of the game. I think I'm going to leave it like this. But I'm tempted. Exchange Buu I would put in front of Broly. But at Kid Buu and Imp Broly, I'm like, I don't know. That's one of those where, like, I leave it up to you. Whatever y'all think is better, go for. It's just Kid Buu can impact the fight a lot with his support. At Broly, Broly could do damage. All right, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, okay. So this guy blew my cock off. I was stunned. Okay, I haven't uploaded the video quite yet. Wait, no, yes I did. Yeah, no, I did. It was the Gohan. It was the Gohan video. I have a Gotenks one coming up later. The Gohan video, I was blown away by Int Future Gohan and that. Int Future Gohan, like, so with the Super Trunks video, I was assuming that Int Future Gohan was just going to get, like, he gets touched by 17 Gold Frieza, we instantly lose. Right? Because remember, they're dodge canceling, like, they just catch you, you're done. But, like, no, like, he was actually very effective. I'm actually planning on doing a second Super Trunks video now, because I used all these Android Cell Saga characters in here, who were constantly dying. LR Future Gohan and Trunks, FCR Super Vegeta led to issues, AGL LR Gohan, all these characters led to issues. I didn't use Int Future Gohan. Int Future Gohan seems, with the support from Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, right? And, remember, Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, so you have this at all times, a chance to get this, right? Like, Trunks is now the best character in the game, which helps this guy quite a bit. So this guy, this guy is back. like, he supports some of these characters. He's got guard, he's got damage reduction. I mean, I found him fairly effective. So we're gonna do another Super Trunks video soon. We're gonna run in Future Gohan. I mean, by the way, we had like 3 runs that were like a coin flip away from winning in that video anyway. Like, it's not a big deal, but I mean, if we can make Trunks look better, I do want to do that. I do want to be fair to the 3 characters I despise with everything: Tech Super Trunks, AGL Blue Vegito, and LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I really want to be fair to all of them because I hate them. So, yeah, Future Gohan, really impressive, man. Like, he was just very tanky. He works very effectively on the team. I mean, damn, you know, I could put him in front of Gotenks because this is the video that's not out yet. But what I thought about Future Gohan was actually true for Gotenks. But then again, at the same time, I also had Gotenks dominate Goku and Frieza. Gotenks, and then, I mean, we might as well just grab, you know, Videl, and then we can grab, you know, Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I mean, these characters, I mean, they can, on any given run, right, a lot of these characters can dominate the fight, or they can instantly lose the fight. Why is that? Because dodge, they're mostly dodge or die characters. Dodge is their defensive gimmick. If they're dodging, they're going to be looking really good. So these are all the dodge characters. I think I'm just going to get the next 2, and then we'll kind of like discuss everything. So here's the completed list. This is, I jumped Kefla up quite a bit. Kefla, I think, is on her best setup. Like, now Kefla, I think this is the best Kefla's ever been. She's not on the 200% for Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, but her defense is just, it's so solid. I think Kefla's numbers, like, individually could be higher on the Roshi team, but the Roshi team is a coin flip every single run of if you're winning or losing, because it's just, the only defensive mechanic you have, basically, is dodge, on the Roshi team, right? Roshi's a slot 2 character. LR Bulma's a year-old character. Bunny Bulma, dodge or die. AGL UI Goku, dodge or die. Although, I mean, he's a little bit different with his revive and his guaranteed dodging, but you guys get the point. Tech UI Goku, most of the time, is dodge or die. And you could say, oh, no, he's not. But, I mean, I don't know. I have dozens of hours of footage, right, where he's dying in slot 2 and dying everywhere. Like, I'm sorry, man. He's dodge or die. So that Roshi team, like, it doesn't feel the best. I would love, like, an Evolution Blue Vegeta, well, more like a Beast. I'd love if a Beast Gohan, or Goku, Gohan, and Trunks were on Roshi's team. That would help. But yeah, I'm very comfortable with putting Kefla as the best of the dodge or die characters. Tech Gotenks is still very solid. I mean, I potentially could drop Tech Gotenks down. I mean, he is on Tech UI Goku's team. He obviously, of course, is on the Buu Saga teams. But, like, you know, a team like Special Pose, where I found Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks to work at his best, it's just not really as effective anymore. Should I put Videl in front of him? What would be the best setup I'd run him on? I mean, Buu Saga, Let's put Videl. Let's put Videl in front of him. I mean, I need to respect, like, you know, like, Videl at least is on, like, the Roshi team is better than the Buu Saga team, for sure. Right? Like, Buu Saga, I mean, again, Buu Saga's, you know, it's 4 and 5 months old, man. It's old news. I'm sorry. Like things change. So, yeah, we'll go, yep, Kefla 2, Videl 3. So the dodge or die characters kind of in a row. We got Int Gotenks, Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Videl, Kefla. I don't really see, oftentimes I see people, like, drastically splitting these characters up. I don't really see, I don't know. I don't like splitting, like, a lot of them up. I think kind of just, like, rearranging them based on, you know, whose performance is best, stuff like that right now. I did this, by the way. I don't know. I mean, I think if there's a cutoff, it's probably here. Maybe we could drop Kid Buu, Broly, and Goku Black to S+. We could. But, I mean, I feel most comfortable just leaving it, I think, just like this. It's probably what I would do. Right? Should I move them down? I mean, no, because Broly is not, like, drastic. Like, I don't... No. I'm gonna leave it just like this. And then Tech Gohan. Tech Gohan is also on the Goku, Gohan, and Trunks team. Tech Gohan can be very good. I mean, the thing with a lot of these EZATURs that we should understand, all of them can be killed very easily. There's no exceptions among them. All of them can die every single turn, right? Like, these are not intended to be, you know, LR Evolution Blue Vegeta, right? Who almost never dies. Like, that's not the purpose of these characters. So, like, it's very easy. You know, people, I would say, like, when it comes to, like, agenda pushers, EZATURs will be the easiest path to be able to do that. Because any of these characters you can make look like shit in 2 seconds. Very easily. But all of them can have, I think, good high-end performance. Videl could look like God with all of her huge super attacks. And, I mean, you could put her in slot 1 against Goku and Frieza. She could smoke Goku and Frieza, right? Like, Tech Gohan, I mean, we literally had the clip. Tech Gohan tanked the 5.6 million super of Goku and Frieza. Tech Gohan just ate it, and we lived, right? Like, shit like that. A lot of these characters, even Int Broly, people will hate on him all day, and I would certainly agree that he's not good enough. No way. But on his best turn, he looks like AGL-LR Broly. Like, he looks identical to AGL-LR Broly on, against a pure Saiyan Goku on his active skill turn. It's exactly what he is. He's AGL-LR Broly. But how often do you see that? Almost never. And that's the thing about EZATURs to understand, is all of them can have wildly varying performances across every single fight. You run the same team, and performances can be different fight to fight, right? We have a lot of dodge or die characters who could just not dodge. Tech Gohan could just decide not to super attack, right? In future Gohan, right? Now, I mean, in base, you know, there's coin flips. You get this coin flip correct, and you've got his damage reduction up, and this guy is going to be a god. Especially with Goku, Gohan, and Trunks support as well. Right? Like, it's, you know, there's huge variance with these characters. So I would definitely advise people to understand that. I do think you could probably rearrange things quite a bit, just with how things are structured right now. But I do feel good with this. This is the one we're going to go with. Oh, wait, excuse me. Videl above Gotenks, yep. Yeah, that does look a little bit better. Because, again, Gotenks, bro, Busa, like, Special Pose is dead now. Like, Special Pose, you know, was able to get some stuff done, for sure, against, like, Blue Gogeta and Beast and stuff like that. But, like, we've moved to kind of, like, the next level of difficulty, the next level of challenge. Special Pose is not going to be able to get it done. Right? No way. Now, huge differences from last month, right? Exchange Buu drops down. Kefla and Videl are going up. Zamasu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku are out of here. They're just too frail. They just take too much damage. In future, Gohan explodes back onto the scene. I mean, it does make sense with Trunks as the best unit in the game, right? Again, I remember LR Vegeta and Trunks were the best unit in the game for quite a while. And yeah, basically 6 months, right? They were replaced by Orange Piccolo. Right? Yeah. Absolutely. You know, at no point ever was Cooler or Tech Carnival Goku better. Vegeta and Trunks were always just better Tech Carnival Goku, right? So yeah, there we go. Let me know what you guys think about the top 10 EZA TUR tier list. I wish I could just... Yeah, you know what I'll do? We'll just do this, bam. Oh, look at the difference. Look at this. Come on. Like, bro, these... Damn it, man. Just let me go a little bit. I mean, I guess I could do... I got this, the secondary zoom one. We could just... Oh, wait, no. Let's do... Yeah, there we go. Boom. Perfect. There we go. So, let me know what you guys think. Again, I feel comfortable with this. What's something people would be upset about? I don't think there's anything. What would people not like here? Maybe Kid Buu being higher? But, like, Kid Buu just gets crushed, man. I mean, listen, I did a run... I think it was the... Here, let's go to a playlist. I think it was the, No, it was Kid Buu. Yeah, I did a video. I think I did market it as Kid Buu versus Goku and Frieza. Yeah, it was. And in here, you know, we did really effectively. You know, we had LR Buhan and Kid Buu as a rotation against Goku and Frieza, and it was working. But... Again, remember, there's RNG levels to this. So it's you know, every 2 runs can look a lot different with the varying performance of these EZAT wars. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.